Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Yet I'm back with a new topic today, SDLC, Software Development Lifecycle. Let's learn how a software is built and how many phases it undergoes. Before that, let's learn what is SDLC. SDLC is a systematic process of building software that ensures the quality and the correctness of a software build. SDLC process aims to produce high quality software that meets customer expectations. The system development should be complete in the predefined time frame and cost. SDLC consists of detailed plan which explain how to plan, build and maintain specific software. Every phase of SDLC lifecycle has its own process and deliverables that feeds into the next phase. SDLC stands for Software Development Lifecycle and is also referred to as Application Development Lifecycle. Now, why SDLC? Here are the prime reasons why SDLC is important for developing a software system. It offers a base for project planning, scheduling, and estimating. Provide a framework for standard set of activities and deliverables. It is a mechanism for project tracking and control. Increase visibility of project planning to all involved stakeholders of development process. Increase and enhance development speed. Improve client relationship. Helps you to decrease project risks and project management plan overhead. Now let's understand SDLC steps. Phase 1, requirement collection and analysis. Phase 2, a feasibility study. Phase 3, design. Phase 4 is coding. Phase 5 is testing. Phase 6 is installation or deployment. Phase 7 is maintenance. In this tutorial, I'll explain all the SDLC lifecycle phases one by one. So let's get started. The first phase, requirement collection and analysis. The requirement is the first stage in the SDLC process. It is conducted by the senior team members with the input from all the stakeholders and domain experts in the industry. Planning for quality assurance requirement and recognition of risks involved is also done by the senior cities. This stage gives a clear picture of scope of the entire project and anticipate issues, opportunities and directives that trigger the project. Requirement gathering stage needs the team to be detailed and precise requirement. This helps companies to finalize the necessary timelines to finish the work of that system. Phase 2, feasibility study. Once the requirement analysis phase is completed, the next SDLC step is to define and document the software needs. This process was conducted with the help of Software Requirement Specification, also known as SRS document. It includes everything which should be designed and developed during the project life cycle. There are 5 types of feasibility checks. First is economic. Can we complete the project within the budget or not? Legal. Can we handle this project as cyber law or other regularity, framework and compliances? Other operational feasibilities. Can we create operations that are expected by the client? Technical. Need to check whether the current computer system can support the software. Schedule. Decide whether the project can be completed within the given schedule or not. Phase 3. Design. In the third phase, the system and the software design document are prepared as per the requirement specification document. This helps define the overall system architecture. This design phase serves as an input for the next phase of the model. There are 2 kinds of design document developed in this phase. High-level design, brief description and the name of each model, and an outline about the functionality of each model. Interface relationship and the dependency between the models. Database table identified along with the key elements. Complete architecture diagrams along with the technology details. Now let's understand low-level design. Functional logic of the model. Database table which include type and the size. Complete detail of interface. Addresses all types of dependency issues. Listing of error message. Complete input and output of every model. Phase 4, coding. Once the system design phase is over, the next phase is of coding. In this phase, the developers start building the entire system by writing code using a chosen programming language. In the coding phase, tasks are divided into units or modules and assigned to the various developers. This is the longest phase of software development lifecycle process. In this phase, the developers need to follow certain predefined coding guidelines. They also need to use programming tools like compiler, interpreters, debuggers to generate and implement the code. Phase 5. Testing. Once the software is complete, it is deployed in testing environment. The testing team starts testing the functionality of an entire system. This is done to verify that the entire application works according to the customer's requirement. During this phase, the QA and the testing team may find some bugs or defects which they communicate to the developers. The development team fixes the bugs and sends it back to the QA for a retest. This process continues until the software is bug-free, stable, and working according to the business need of the system. Phase 6 is of installation or deployment. Once the software testing phase is over and no bugs or errors are left in the system, then the final deployment process starts. Based on the feedback given by the project manager, the final software is released and checked for deployment issues, if any. Here comes the last phase, 7 of maintenance. Once system is deployed and the customer starts using the developed system, 3 following activities follow. Fixing bug. Bugs are reported because some scenario which are not tested at all. Then upgrade. Upgrading the application to newer versions of the software. Enhancement. Adding some new feature into the existing software. The main focus of SDLC phase is to ensure that needs continue to meet and that the system continues to perform as per the specification mentioned in the first phase. SDLC model is a documentation intensive with earlier phase documenting what needs to be performed in the subsequent phase. Incremental model in SDLC. Incremental model is a not separate model. It is essentially a series of waterfall cycles. The requirements are divided into groups at the start of the project. For each group in SDLC model. V model in SDLC. In this type of SDLC model testing and development, the phase is planned in parallel. So there are verification phase of SDLC from one side and the validation phase from the other side. V model joins by the coding phase. Now let's understand Agile model in SDLC. Agile methodology is practice that promotes continued interaction of development and testing during SDLC process of any project. In Agile method, the entire project is divided into small incremental builds. All these builds are provided in iterations and each iteration lasts from 1 to 3 weeks. Spiral model in SDLC. The spiral model is a risk-driven process model. This SDLC testing model helps the team to adopt the elements of one or more process model like waterfall, increment or etc. This model adopts the best features of prototyping model and the waterfall model. The spiral methodology is a combination of rapid prototyping and concurrency in design development activities. Big Bang model. Big Bang model is focusing on all types of resources in the software development and coding with no or very little planning. The requirements are understood and implemented when they come. This model works best for small projects with smaller size development team that are working together. It is also useful for academic software development project. It is an ideal model where requirements are either unknown or finally release date is not given. Now you have to find which company uses which model in SDLC. Let us know in the comments below. Now let's learn what is Jira. So what is a Jira? Jira is a software application used for issue tracking and project management. The tool developed by Australian software company Atlassian has become widely used by Agile development team to track bugs, stories, epics and other tasks. As it grew in popularity and the Agile development methodology became more widely used by software companies, Atlassian expanded the Jira platform to offer services to different types of teams. Today it offers a number of internal products including Jira Core, software and service decks. Let's understand Jira Core in deep. This is a platform basic software management tool designed for non-technical team. Departments such as HR, marketing, finance, and operation use the core tool for change request, workflow approvals, and general task management. Now let's understand what is a Jira software. This is a version designed for software development teams. Jira software offers all the core features but also include agile functionalities. Software team uses this tool for bug tracking, managing basic software development tasks, and the product management. A note: Jira software is also designed to support development teams that use Kanban, Scrum, and other popular agile frameworks. Jira Service Desk. This is an add-on developed for IT teams. Call centers, managers, help desk agents, and other support professionals use Jira Service Desk for issue ticketing, incident management, and change management. Now the question comes, who uses Jira? Jira software is a work management tool for software teams that need to organize and track their work. Jira is incredibly flexible and can be customized to work with your team unique workflow, not against it, meaning teams of all kinds can enjoy the increased productivity and visibility as they march towards releasing amazing software and products. How does IT work in product management? We noted about that product management is one of the common use cases for Jira software. By integrating the tool with its product roadmap, a product team can also sync the status of its day-to-day tasks with a big picture strategy. So technically, development of product or service goes through many phases and stages. Only after that a successful product or service goes into production. SDLC is a main phrase. Here a lot of people work together to build a successful project or a product. Hope you understood the SDLC process and the models. Till then, stay safe and keep learning with Pixel Labs. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. And do check our book, link is in the description.